Hey everybody, it's me, the Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. I feel like I just saw you. I think I did just see you. It's Monday night, and this is Twisted Stitches, and it's almost Christmas, and the days are just going by. The holidays are just flying, and are you ready? Because I'm not sure I am. Thank goodness I don't do a whole lot of holiday shopping because I don't know where I'd find a minute to do it this year with all the things that have been going on, nor can I get out of the house. I guess the easy way to do it is just by clicking the buy button wherever you happen to be. It's just been a crazy year. So anyway, thanks for joining us here on Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl tonight. I feel like it's really quiet after the crazy weekend. Do we have fans on?
We do. We have Nancy McClellan Ball says hi from West Hartford.
Hi, Nancy.
Gina Bates, hi again and on time. I see a trend emerging here. Anna Maria Milani says hello, everyone. And Jillian Goldrich, good evening. Just shared 2 minutes before the show.
I saw that, Jillian. You crazy people.
Jillian Goldrich says good evening. Oh, hold on a second here.
I just shared. Oh, it's a rerun.
It's a rerun.
There's an echo. Paul Meyer has an echo.
Echo. Not ready for the holidays. And Leslie Welsh Flaherty, hi, everyone. Anna Munford, hi, everyone. I'm so not ready for Christmas yet. Helen Solenberger, happy Monday from Buffalo.
Wait a minute. Let's go back to Anna Munford for a minute. Anna, I saw what came out of your oven. So don't even be telling me you're not ready for the holidays because I know you got your grandma's baklava all baked.
Ooh.
Yeah, I made sure she had our address.
Is she Greek? Baklava is Greek, no?
You have to ask her. Don't look at me when you ask me that. When you ask her that question, you have to look at the camera.
Valera Pate says
Hello.
hi.
Hi, Valera. Well, welcome to Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. Is this your first time here?
And coming to us live from Miami, Florida, it's Leticia Castro.
Well, hello, Leticia. Welcome to Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl's Twisted Stitches here on Monday night. So I think we may have someone new on the show with us.
We might. And our friend Darren from the Cape is back. Darren Shower says hello and shared.
Hi, Darren. Yep, the bucket's right there.
Oh, yeah.
Darren, you are newer to Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, and we're glad you're here. And you're catching up very quickly with all the names in the sharing bucket there. Yes, we had quite a run to the post office today. As a matter of fact, because Paul pulled all those names out, he got to be the person to go to the post office.
And let me tell you about the post office during the holidays. The line, I walked into the post office, the line was 20 deep. I abruptly turned around and went to the other postal place.
Even with your mask on, you weren't staying in there.
I was not staying because that was at least a 2-hour wait right then and there. The other place had a shorter line, but nonetheless, still a line. Now, Valera says, nope, but fairly new. Brenda Salt Thompson. Hi, guys. My first time here. Well, welcome, Brenda.
Well, thank you, both of you. Both of you, please know that you may have just seen us putting some names into this little bucket here. I was going to wear this shawl and decided to wear a different one. But you saw that. And the reason we do that is because when our fans share Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, your name goes into this lovely bucket here, and then we draw for free prizes. So, and we draw just about every show. So don't forget, like and share the page, or like and follow the page, and then share it with your groups, your friends on your page, wherever you can, to help us grow our business and help you get some prizes.
And Brenda, this being your first time here, how did you hear about Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl?
Yeah, that's
how did you
great
find
question.
us? In the meantime, Diane Gondek says good evening.
Good evening, Diane. How are you?
And
from
Joanne Palmier. Hi from Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada.
Well, hello there up there in Canada. Is it cold? I know we're going to get some snow here this week, they're saying.
Hush up about the snow.
Well,
we don't like snow.
I was talking to our friend Janzi this morning, And she was saying that they're supposed to get about 10 inches of snow down in their area on Wednesday. And I thought, well, I didn't see much for us because we were on the shoreline. And unless the storm is out in the water, we don't really get a whole, it has to be a storm along the coast, and didn't seem that way. But now it looks like we're getting somewhere between around 3 to 5 inches between Wednesday and Thursday. So not bad. We can deal with 3 to 5 inches of snow.
Jennifer Francis says, good evening.
Hi, Jennifer. How are you?
And Jackie Vandenberg.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi. Knitting rules. You would not believe how I stretched the first felted slippers I ever made this weekend that turned out slightly small.
Oh, no. Well, well, it's a little late to ask all those questions now, but good for you for stretching them. You know, I've been known to stretch a felted hat by wearing it or putting it over a pot. It's just to get it the size that I need it. So it's amazing how we can stretch. The nice thing with felting, though, is you can still stretch it a little bit. Sometimes it's easier to watch while you're felting rather than wait till it's done. And that's why I like to use the good old-fashioned method of swishing it around in a bucket rather than putting it in the washing machine. So many people use the washer when they felt, and I find that I prefer to use just the hand method so that I can watch it and make sure it doesn't get too small as it goes along, because that can be a problem there. So I hope you did okay there with those slippers, because I did remember they were pretty big. They wound up being too small.
You know, I'm having a problem with my sweaters also. I seem to be stretching those out, but I think it might have something to do with all those yummy cookies.
The cookies that people have been bringing us for the holidays. I don't think you're stretching them out. I think they're getting too small. They're not stretching anywhere, Paul. That's the unfortunate part. They're staying right where they are.
Letitia Castro says, you need a big bucket now. That is awesome.
Yes, we do need a big bucket, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger every time. Every time, just before the show goes on, I go looking around the studio to see if I have something bigger. Pretty soon we're going to be having to take the andiamo out of there and put the names for the sharing bucket in there. We need, maybe one of the suitcases.
Oh, and then we could shake the whole suitcase. Yeah, but not with my shoulder.
No, you can't do that with your shoulder. I get to carry all the heavy things in this house. I'm that big, strong man, and I get to carry all the heavy things.
Valera Pate says, shared.
Well, Valera, nothing like getting right on it. Is it VEL?
VELERA. And then PATE.
Okay, Valera. Be sure to go to KnittyGrittyYarnGirl.com too when you get a moment. Not right now during the show, but go to KnittyGrittyYarnGirl.com and you can subscribe to our website as well. That way, when we pull your name from the bucket, just in case you're not watching that day. But I'll tell you what, most of our fans, once they come on, they stay with us and they watch just to see if their name gets pulled from the bucket. Name's going in.
Oh.
Valera, you are now part of that sharing bucket. Thank you so very much.
And Diane Gondik says, I'm well. Diane Gondik says, you're in the wrong place then, Paul. Vanessa Malagone says, hello.
Hi, Vanessa. So you see, we have lots of people here on our show tonight. So for those of you who are new, we just came off 4 days of Vogue Knitting Live. And those 4 days are just lots of trunk shows and just lots of information about products that we have available. And
I think the word you're looking for is exhausting.
Well, yes, I understand that. Yeah, it's exhausting too. Well, not as exhausting as the pop-up was.
Oh.
Oh.
Oi.
It is right. I wonder, I'm going to do a little guess game. I would love to know if you all could guess how many orders we shipped out from the pop-up weekend. Now, it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Oh, and Monday. We had 5 days of a pop-up and lots of things. Now, we had a lot of orders come in, but we combined them together for each person. So if you bought one day and you bought another day, it all got combined. So what do you think our total number of shipments were. That's probably the easiest way to say it. The total number of shipments we had that weekend. And there will be a prize for the person who guesses that closest to it without going over the first person.
Pamela Rose Atkins. Hi there. Just shared.
Thanks, Pam.
Joanne Palmier. Yes, it's chilly. And Lisa Valaquette. Lisa from Ottawa, Canada.
Hi, Lisa from Ottawa, Canada. Thank you so much for being here. We did a lot of shipping to Canada this past month.
We did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Today, as a matter of fact,
Just
we sent
today.
out more stuff to
We
Canada.
sent out more things to Canada today. Yeah. Hey, go ahead.
And Jackie Vandenberg, a few rocks in the toes, along with a can of beer. Was the can of beer for consumption or for stretching? That's what we want to know. Susan Lucas, happy knitting from Vermont. Whereabouts in Vermont is Susan Lucas?
I would have to have all the information in front of me, honey. I really don't know off the top of my head. So if anybody's willing to guess to see how many.
We've got some guesses coming in for sure.
Okie dokie.
Diane Gondek says, ha ha. Charlene Demers Hill, shared and hello. That's Charlene Demers Hill. We know Charlene.
We do.
Charlene's a regular on the show. And Vanessa says, I will do that too. Vanessa, I'll subscribe.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Sue Libby Cook, shared.
Wow, we have lots of sharing going on today.
Jennifer Francis, I finally learned how to share. Yay! Because sharing is caring.
And so, Jennifer Francis, I'll be sure to put your name in the sharing bucket then. Good for you.
All right, we have our first guest coming in from Rochelle Worth Price at 63.
63.
Wow, Charlene Demers Hill, she's very optimistic. She says 861.
I can only wish.
We'd cancel the show at that point and go on to vacation to Tahiti. Pamela Rose Atkins, about 70 with a question mark.
Well, about 70 is not going to win you if it's not 70 or 69 or 75. So I don't know. You got to give me a number.
Gina Bates comes in at 200.
Wow, you guys are good.
Anna Maria Milani, 367. Wow. You must think the yarn business is a whole lot different than it is.
Not how many items, how many shipments.
Remember, 10 things can go into one package, at which point it's one, not 10. Anna Munford says 350. Jillian Goldrich, 75. Helen Solenberger, I would say 85. Diane Gondek comes in at 110. I feel like I'm making book. Sue Libby Cook at 320.
Ooh, you guys.
Wow. Jennifer Francis at 200. Camilla Pizzala at 190. She's been here before.
I don't think so, but maybe she has. Maybe she's one of those, quiet folks.
Camilla, have you been on the show before?
What, Camilla? What's her last name?
Pizzella.
I think I have heard her name before.
What
was her number?
190. Susan Lucas, 101. Darren Showers at 417.
That was just yours, Darren. No. No, I'm joking.
Ooh, Susan Lucas, Morrisville, just north of Stowe. Have you been to the Prohibition Pig, Susan? Wonderful barbecue.
Paul's life is run by restaurants.
Nancy McClellan Ball comes in at 69. And Gloria Hamilthys, hello and shared. I think Gloria's got this shared thing down because I think she's won.
What did Gloria Thies say?
She said hello and shared.
Oh, that's a different piece of paper.
We're taking guesses as to how many boxes were shipped out for the 5-day pop-up sale, Gloria. And we've got guesses anywhere from 69 to
we got from 63
to 800 and something.
861. Oh, that was Gina.
Erica Parini comes in at 95.
Okay.
Diane Gardenier, what are we guessing?
We're guessing how many shipments we had go out over the pop-up weekend. Who said 95 before Diane?
Erica Parini. Erica with a C.
All right.
And Lisa Valaquette says 300 shipments this week. Charlene Demers Hill, from me alone. Ha ha. I did see your name on a few things. And she comes back with Charlene Demers Hill says 121. And Pamela Rose Atkins says, okay, 75. Because she had 70 with a question mark before.
Right.
Hey, wait a minute. I think some of these people are putting in more than one guess. Leslie Welsh Flaherty at 117.
Okay, we have a winner.
Diane Gardner at 62. Gardenier. Anna Munford comes back in at 90. And Sue Libby Cook, our sons in Stowe. Wait a minute, but we have more guesses. We can't announce without having all the guesses.
All right.
Wendy Perius-Knopp, hi, I've
Remember,
shared.
I said the first person who comes in with the right guess without going over.
Oh.
So I'm
Wendy
having to keep...
Perius-Knopp at 127. We can't slip that in.
All right, I'll put it in here. But we already have a person already guessed the exact number.
Ah. Oh, and Camilla Pizzala says, I have shopped online. So, yes.
Okay, I knew I saw her name.
That would be why.
Thank you.
That would be why. And it's Camilla rhymes with tequila. Oh, Camila. Oh, and it's Camila rhymes with tequila. I like it. I'm a little slow on the uptake, but once I get it, I get it. All right, Camila. Let's get some tequila.
Are you guys done now?
Diane Gondek says, I shared. Diane Gondek, write that down.
Thanks, Diane.
And Darren Showers throws in a couple of ha-has. Holy cow, I'm so behind on this thread. It's not even funny anymore. Susan Leaka's Prohibition Pig is a great place. Been many times. I want to let you in on a little pro tip. There's a misprint on the dessert menu. That chocolate caramel dump cake for 2.
Turn the other way.
It's not really... What?
I want you to see what I'm getting for the prize.
Oh, it's not really for 2. It's for 1. And make sure you order with an extra scoop of ice cream because halfway into it, the first scoop is gone. If you get 2 scoops of ice cream, then there's for the other half of the dessert.
I'm trying.
Glory Howell Thieves comes in at 238. Helen Solenberger, welcome to all the new folks tonight. You'll enjoy this new community. Thank you, Helen. We love our community. And Jackie Vandenberg comes back in at 82. Maria Brandt, 332. Sounds like my weight. Well, not yet anyway. Rochelle Worth Price says, impressive. Someone already guessed it. Camila Pizzala says, yes.
Rhymes with tequila?
That's it. See, I got this. Wendy Perius-Knopp, okay, change mine to 131. Anna Mumford says, Anna Mumford shared. Make sure you write that name down. Anna Mumford, come on now.
What do you want me to do?
Keep writing, honey. Diane Gondek says, you are too funny. Yeah, but looks aren't everything.
Oh, God. All right.
Don't humor the camera guy.
Open mic was not for you.
Oh.
We didn't call it open mic for you.
We did say open mic.
We did say open mic. Well, so far it's been an open mic because they've been talking, they've been writing, and you've been talking.
That's it.
This is Diane Gondek going in. All right, so.
Yeah, new commentary coming. Hold on. Maria Brandt said, thank you for the Monday night fun.
It's only just begun. Okay, so our winner coming in, and by the way, the numbers you all came up with, you better start ordering because if you think we did that much, well, you know what? We did have a lot of items go out. I mean, I can't even begin to count the number of items. I'm just talking about the number of boxes that we actually shipped, and the winner, with the guess of 69, was Nancy McClellan Ball from West Hartford, Connecticut.
Whoa.
So Nancy, you will be getting a copy of Jody Long's Elegance book coming your way. Thank you
Whoa.
so very much for playing a game with us. It was a lot of fun. And I'm so glad that you guessed right. I'm so glad. Thank you all for your guesses.
Wow.
And I appreciate just how busy you think we are here.
Really? We need to get on the
I
ball
should
here.
say not busy, but productive. We are very busy and we are very productive, and we thank you so much. Like I said, we were selling bags of stuff, and we were so glad that you were all here and so generous to help us. So a little give back for all that. So Nancy, this will be whoop, I don't know if we have your address. So if not, you can message it to me, or you can go into KnittyGrittyYarnGirl.com and you can subscribe to the website and put your address in there.
Hey, we're not drawing the book.
No, we're not drawing the book. We're not
Why
drawing
are you
anything
putting the book
right
on
now.
the drawing
So
box?
I don't forget to send it to Nancy McClellan Ball.
Oh, okay. Oh, in the meantime, while you have that pen in hand, write down the name Maria Brandt, Brandt, because she shared. And our friend Donna Nahajlo is back. She says, I needed the laughs tonight, 2:33. Oh,
That
must be a delay. Rochelle Worth Price, I thought your Monday nights, I thought you said Monday night fight. Rochelle Worth Price, Monday night fight. No, we don't fight here.
No, we don't. It's not worth it. We don't. There's not enough time left.
Besides, it's just the two of us, and it wouldn't look well.
So, open mic night. Why did we come up with that? We did it because, like I said, we come off of 4 days of product, and more product. 5.
No, 4 days.
No, Friday,
right.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
My
Sunday,
bad.
Vogue Knitting Live. And
Yeah.
I'm always trying to figure out, well, what can we do on Monday for the crowd? What can we do for everybody? And so actually, Paul, we were coming up with a whole bunch of ideas, and Paul said, why don't we just let them ask us whatever questions they want? So we decided to open the mic to you all. Of course, now you're going to have some nimble fingers there and type your questions in. But we just thought we're going to let you ask us whatever you'd like tonight. We'll let you know if it's too personal. So, let's not get beyond the parameters of the
Think Disney.
of the not just business, like how long do we know each other? That you can ask us those kinds of things. But we'd love to hear your curiosity about Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, and now who knew, the Nitty Gritty Yarn Boy, who, by the way, didn't want me to go into this business. He thought, no, there aren't enough people who knit in the world, and you're not gonna make enough money. You're not gonna have enough sales. You're not gonna grow the business. Not. So let's see if we have some questions coming in.
All right. So Donna Nahajlo says, love the laughs tonight. And Antoinette Kellum says, hey. Leslie Walsh-Faraday, yay, Nancy. Gina Hummelthies, congratulations.
Oh, I love our fans, how they're so supportive of each other.
Charlene Demers Hill, I was close.
You were close, Charlene. You were
Where was
close.
she, at 70?
Charlene, wait a minute. Charlene. So I think Charlene had 70. Somebody had 70. But as soon as I heard Nancy Bell with 69, and we had 2 75s.
And Nancy McClellan Ball says, so excited. Smiley
Yay.
face, thank you.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Arlene Demers Hill says, congrats. And Helen Solenberger, congratulations, Nandy. The pop-up shows were so much fun and look forward to the next one.
Oh, I'm glad somebody does.
Darren Shower says, congratulations. Antoinette Kellum says, congratulations, Nancy. Nancy Gardenier, what's your favorite yarn? What's your favorite yarn?
Oh, my favorite yarn. Whoa. I have to look around the room. I really I'm a big fan of Noro. I really love all things Noro because there's so much versatility in it. I also love Coastline by Jody. It's another one of my favorites. I love almost everything Noro. But Coastline is also a favorite of mine. Jody does such a great job with his yarns. And, geez, that's a tough one. But I guess if I had to put 2 on the top of my list, Nora, I know that's a big number with Nora because there are so many different yarns. My problem is I don't have enough time to try all the yarns. There's another yarn that is a favorite of mine that is newer, and I haven't had enough time to actually try it. But this is something for me. Chi Chi. I can't wait. I know that Mirasol is coming out. There are new colors for the spring. There's new pattern support for it. But Chi Chi is an alpaca linen viscose and micro tweed. And I just love I love tweed. I'm like this traditional person when it comes to tweed and argyle. The two things that to me that speaks knitting. But look at the tweed in there, and you can see it's raised, and I really like the way that works with Chi Chi. So that's another one of my favorites, and I haven't had a chance to actually get it on my needles, but there's something that's very appealing to me about this yarn. So what else we got?
How did the name come about?
Oh boy, that was a funny one. I think we had more names written down. Jan 40, my dear friend Jan and I were like just going back and forth with different names, and nothing sounded right. And I don't know why I came up with Nitty Gritty. And I thought, I am a Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. And so that became the name. And what's really most interesting about the name is that I thought it was so unique when I came up with it. And of course, the first thing you do when you're creating an entity and you come up with an idea is you Google it to see if there's anyone else who has it. And no one else had the domain Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. So I thought, that's it. Perfect. Well, I don't know that there are any other Nitty Gritty Yarn Girls out there, but there's a Nitty Gritty Yarn Shop. There's Nitty Gritty. There's a lot of nitty gritties and knits and grits out there. But I just love the name. And when I saw the sheep in the image for the logo, and I chose that, from imagery that I could find. It's not a copywritten logo. And so I found the imagery that I liked to represent the brand, because I felt that the sheep really represent the name Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. It's kind of a whimsical thing, and they go together really well. So that's.
And furthermore, when it comes down to knitting, nobody gets down to the nitty gritty better than the Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl.
Well, thank you, sir.
How old were you when you learned to knit, and who taught you?
I was very fortunate. I sat flanked by two grandmothers. My maternal grandmother, Rosa, owned a grocery store, and she crocheted. She knew how to knit, but crocheting for her was her escape from the hustle bustle of the store. She was always running with the business, and so she taught me to crochet. I love spending time with her, and I sit next to her, and she handed me a crochet hook one day and handed me some cotton thread, which is what they used back then, and she taught me how to crochet. And then my paternal grandmother was a knitter, and she taught me how to knit. I was about 8 years old when I learned both crafts, and on and off and on and off. As with children, their interest comes and goes. So, when you have young ones who want to learn, what I've learned, even with my own grandsons, is they were interested in the beginning, and I would teach them and let them work on it. And then, their interest faded. And so I let them go. And if they ever want to come back and do it again, they know I'm here, and they'll try it again. Charlene
Dummershill says 8:21.
8:21.
I think she's delayed on the.
Oh.
On the
Wait, I want to get my teacup here.
Helen Solenberger says it's always so much fun when we prove our hubby wrong.
I didn't want to prove him wrong. I just knew that I was right.
Well, I'll tell you, when she told me for the first time she was going to Vogue Knitting Live in New York City, I almost had to clean up after myself. I laughed so hard until my phone rang.
Say that?
My phone rang, and Paulette was FaceTiming me from the floor of the convention. And there I saw tens of thousands of people all at this knitting convention. It was at that point that I became a true believer.
Yeah, and the bus was a real novel thing. I never really wanted brick and mortar. And it's still a learning process. We're still learning about it. We're 3 years in, and then it's a long way to go. We've come a long way. I have to say because this year Paul has really become a big part of the business with COVID and the changes in life. We've been spending a lot of time together. Our life before COVID was Paul on the road 5 days and me home. When Mom lived with us, when she was still here, she and I for Monday through Friday, and then Paul home on the weekends. So, having him here all the time was like, whoa, for a few months. And then it just became more and more involved. We're both involved in what the other does quite a bit. And so that makes, it keeps us really close together. And if we need space, I just leave the house for a little while.
Nancy McClellan Ball says, what shawl are you wearing?
I'm wearing Straight on the Bias. This is Straight on the Bias by Irish Schreier. And it's knitted with art yarns. There's that silly little piece there. It's knitted with art yarns, merino cloud, and beaded silk and sequins. And it's on the website. You can find it on the website. It's called Straight on the Bias. And it's pretty. I mean, there's a lot going on. Look how pretty those stitches are in there. And merino cloud is a merino from Italy. I think it's got a 20% cashmere content, 80% merino, 20% cashmere.
Anna Mumford said, what's the most favorite knitting project you've ever made?
I think I can have an answer to that. The Swan Show. That was
the Sophie Swan Show.
The Sophie Swan Show. Listen to him. You think he's not paying attention. The Sophie Swan Show. That was really a lot of fun to knit. It went pretty quickly, and I loved carrying the two yarns to create the effect.
She's going in. Unless Oreo took it.
You know what? I know where it is. It's upstairs because I was going to wear it tonight.
Oh.
That's not funny. It's upstairs, so I can't show it to them.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's always next time.
And then this was another one of my favorites. I can show this one to you. This is called Indigo Frost. This is a Isabel Kramer pattern. And it's just a little poncho, capelet poncho. And that's another favorite of mine. I'm a big fan of slip stitches. Now, I could very easily say that Meet Me at Midnight is my favorite project, except that I didn't knit it. Pam Atkins knitted it for me. But but you all know how fond I am of this pattern. I just think it is one of the most pretty pieces. I love the mosaic in it, and I love the way the silky wool knitted up. So that's another. That would look really pretty as well in Patagonia. That's another great yarn for it. So two of them.
Donna Nahajlo, can you tell us anything about the upcoming retreat? Looking forward to this event.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it too. And, my fingers are crossed right now that we will be in a good place as far as COVID, vaccine, and just reopening. Not that things are closed down, but I want people to feel really comfortable. So the event is February 26, 27, and 28. It's going to be at Water's Edge Resort and Spa in Westport, Connecticut. You're looking for the flyer for it. And wait a minute. I think I have it here. Yeah, here it is. So what happens when you have to put everything away when you're having trunk shows, and then, okay, so here we are. Water's Edge Resort and Spa. So we arrive on Friday afternoon, anytime after 1 o'clock. And we're going to have open knitting on Friday. You'll get to, if you haven't already chosen your project by that time, because we have all the projects online already that you can choose from. There are 4 different projects that we've got out there for the event. And so you'll choose your project, you get started. If you want to start knitting your project, that's fine. If you'd like to bring some of your already unfinished projects or things that you're working on. So Friday is pretty much an open day. And Saturday, then Friday night we have a little meet and greet, and then we have dinner. Saturday, we start off with breakfast, and then we knit straight through. So the retreats that I have are called friendship retreats. They're not, I don't have an instructor coming. I want these retreats to be just that, a getaway, time for you to relax, pitch in, meet new people, and just relax and enjoy your knitting without the interruptions that we have every day in our lives. So you're away from the phone, you're away from the family, you're away from your business, whatever it is. This is the time for you to just enjoy yourself. So if you want to knit on the projects, many people at our last 2-day retreat, people were very much into their projects right away. We had a great time. And then so we knit just from morning till evening. You can, but you're not, I said to somebody one time, they're at a retreat, they're not in prison. If you want to take a break, you want to go to the pool and swim, you go to the pool and swim and come back. That's what you do. This is your time to enjoy. And what I will say that, and I'm sure there are some folks who are on the show tonight who were at the retreat, and I would really love it if you would chime in a little bit here and give these folks who are new, who are coming, some of your thoughts about the retreat, because I thought it was great, but you're the real measuring stick for other people. You're the ones who they're going to say, yes, these people loved it or hated it. So,
and we've met some great friends at the retreat.
Oh my goodness, we've made amazing friends. At the last retreat, the interesting thing was that retreat ended the day that the country shut down. I mean, we came home on March 15th and didn't leave our house for 3 months. And we had folks who drove in. Carolyn Noller came, and Jeanette came up from Virginia, and they had to drive back. And we had folks from Rhode Island and Massachusetts, Connecticut. Where else do we have? New Yorkers? I don't remember.
We went from Maine to Virginia.
That's right, Maine to Virginia, exactly. And so it was just such a fun time. And our biggest fear, and actually our biggest hope, was that we'd get quarantined together for all that time and not able to go home, because we had a bus full of yarn and a room full of people who were just having a blast together. So yeah, well, it's going to be a lot more of that. And we've already got quite a few people signed up for it.
And the next couple are for the camera guy.
Oh boy.
Gina Bates says, does Paul knit? Well, Paul doesn't knit, but he could spin a pretty good yarn.
I knew that was coming, Gina.
Hey, you're not supposed to say my line.
Why not? You say mine.
Helen Solenberger, Paul, do you have a hobby besides being cameraman and the show's announcer? Well, my hobby is really working.
It's really scary.
I love to work. I have an online business called dealervendormatch.com. No, it's not a dating site, but what it does is it matches the vendors that do business with car dealerships and RV dealerships and power sports dealerships together in a forum where they can meet and do business together. And I love doing that. So I spend my days on the phone doing phone meetings and building web pages and talking to new prospects.
And boy, that is the most normal voice I have heard you speak in since you started being the announcer, man.
Well, we'll have to fix that. Diane Godnick says it's wonderful that you can do both.
That Paul can do both, or that we can both do both. I think we can both. That we really are very much involved in each other's business. So yeah, I help Paul out a lot. With putting together the talks and things that he has to do, and he helps me with the technology and the production of what I'm doing. So we do a lot of behind the scenes work together.
Helen Solenberger says, I will be down south at that time, but hopefully another time. Pamela Rose Atkins, the last retreat was great. I never had been to a retreat, and I had the best time ever and met some wonderful people.
Yes, she did, including us.
We love Pamela Rose Atkins.
Because we've become friends since then. It's really, and Carolyn Noller and I, Carolyn will send me a text at 9:30 at night from Virginia with a pattern that she just found that she thought would be really cool. And so we do this all the time. And it's not just the folks who come to the retreat, or someone who, and for the sake of a better way of saying it, spends a lot of money. That's not it. It's not about that. It's about the community that we're building, because the way we're building it, one by one by one, you're all spreading the word, and that gives us an opportunity to stay close together. I love when there are 40 and 50 people on, because it just makes us feel like we are touching so many people. And and like I said, for that reason tonight, I didn't want it to be about product. I wanted it to be about people, and also for Paul and I to open ourselves up to you all, because you see the giggly parts of us, and you see me giving the stink eye every now and then. But that's what couples do, isn't it?
And the wonderful thing about community, and think about this for a moment in your own lives, one community can spread out into another community. And I'll give you a perfect example. So I have an automotive community online on LinkedIn, and part of my online community is a gentleman by the name of David Mumford. Now, David was watching a live one day, and I said, you know what? Why don't we put your Twisted Stitches show on LinkedIn Live one night just to see what happens, because that's not really our knitting audience.
Yeah,
that's our automotive audience.
Not on LinkedIn.
But everybody's always watching wherever you are. So we went live on LinkedIn with Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, and David saw that I went live, started to watch, and Anna...
He thought it was automotive related.
Thought it was automotive. And Anna Munford says, hey, wait, what are you doing? And he said, oh, I'm watching Paul. He's going live. And she said, hey, that's not cars. That's knitting. Move over. And now Anna is part of our show, is part of our fan base, is part of our friends group, is part of our community.
And so I love watching our community grow. And every time you share and you put, we put your name in that bucket, you are helping us. And that's why we give back, because we know how hard it is to grow these communities today. And, there were 22 of us at the retreat. And those 22 people have helped us to grow into more people. And the first persons who were on the show, when we did this show that weekend, oh my gosh, we didn't know what was going to happen, but it just kept growing and growing. And it's just, we have a great time with it.
And here's one of the most beautiful parts about the whole thing. We get messages from people regularly that tell us how, and during these stressful times, our shows that we bring to the air brings happiness to them. It gets them to open up about some of the things that they were concerned about, and some of the things that they were able to break out of as a result of being part of this community where we're helping each other. So you're helping us, we're helping you. I feel like I should be playing the Barney song right now.
You better not be playing that Barney song. Hold on a minute. No Barney songs for on my show.
Oh, I like this one. Jackie Vandenberg says, Paul keeps us in stitches. Don't encourage the camera guy. Helen Solenberger, that is very interesting, and I always admire someone who is a hard worker. Well, thank you.
So there was someone mentioned something last night when I read the excerpt from the man in the arena, which I just thought was very, very interesting. True, because I think you have to put yourself out there. But someone responded with that they would never in the past, before COVID, I guess was the best way to say it, they would barely be on Facebook. And now because we are here every week, we have helped them to enjoy a time that could have been really hard for them. And don't get me wrong, hey, every day is a hard day during COVID. There's not a morning I don't wake up and cry because my mom's not here anymore. But then I sit up and I go, well, you know what? There's stuff to do. There are people who need us and we need them. So I'm going to get up and I'm going to go do what is good for everyone, including myself. And so, yeah, this is a time that we all need community. We feel so isolated with, not being able to get out the way we want to. And, even those of us who are brave to go out more than others still realize that there's a danger when you do that. And that's okay, because that's the chance you're willing to take. And then there are others who say, you know what? I just need to lay low and make sure that, that's what we're doing here. We lay as low as we can without crossing a line that we feel will put ourselves in danger. But who knows? Who knows? So if we can bring some smiles to your faces and to ours as well, because we enjoy it as much as you all do. What the heck? We're happy. As a matter of fact, we had a good time this morning. I had a chat with Gina Bates. Needed help with something. So I said, what, can you FaceTime? She says, oh no, I just finished working out. No, don't. But yes, okay, let's FaceTime. So there we are FaceTiming. And Paul comes downstairs and she's like, no, you can't look at me. I just finished working out. It's okay. There's no judgment on FaceTime. When it comes to right now, there's no judgment. You want to walk through this shop, you call me, I will FaceTime if I'm in my jammies and I'll walk you through it, because that's what it's all about. The more we can do for you, the better we all are. So, any other questions?
Diane Gondek says crochet and knit, the both comment from earlier.
Yes, both crochet and knit. But one grandma taught me to crochet, the other grandma taught me to knit.
Antoinette Kellum says, this is a great live. Thank you. And Helen Solenberger, I remember finding your show early on and see how this community has grown is really something very special.
Isn't it though? I really love it. I do. Every week when we come on now, I want to see more and more people. So when the folks who are new tonight, Camelia, I know that you've been here before. There was someone else who was new. That's just such a good feeling that someone else is here and you're enjoying what we're doing.
And we get excited. I get excited when I see the faces come on, or not the faces, but the names. Right. And Paulette does too, because I said, coming all the way from Miami, Florida, and she knew right away, it's Leticia Castro.
So our goal, one of our goals, and we were talking about this the other day, because if I don't have a goal, I just don't know what I would do. So I always have to have goals. One of our goals is to see all of you one day at a retreat. And how fun would that be, where we can all get together and kind of have a reunion with face to face with everybody? How fun would that be? I would love it.
Helen Solenberger says, that was me, Paulette, and I truly meant that was.
I know it was you, but I wasn't going to say it was you. But thank you for opening up for that, because that's a tough thing, and we spend a lot of time alone, and so I'm glad we brought some happiness to you. Thank you.
It means a lot to us as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't start crying, Paul. He's a big mush. He's a big mush ball.
Maria Brandt says, yes, you both bring lots of joy to us.
Well, thank you.
And Brenda Saul Thompson, would you show the Jody Long knitting book?
Well, which one would you like to see?
Specifically, which one?
I wonder, is Jody on? Is he asking you to ask that question? We've actually become very good friends with Jody Long. He's an amazing designer. He's a young man, and he's got such great talent. and he loves his brands and he loves what he does. So the Jody Long book that
well, there's that one.
there's Elegance. This is the one that
Heggy,
was our
Heggy?
prize for tonight. What?
Higgy,
Oh, it's Hoogie.
Hoogie.
So Elegance is the book that features Jody's new Glam Haze, which I used to call Ham Glaze when it first came out. So Glam Haze, whoops, right there. That's a nice little spackle, as we say. And so the book, that one, just to give you an idea of what that book is, this book is all about. So that's a lot. This book has a lot of what Paul likes to call light and fluffy.
Light and fluffy.
So that's one book by Jody. I'm going to show you just a couple. He does have.
And Leslie Welsh Flaherty says, this is a great show as always. Thank you both. And thank you, my fellow groupies. Brenda Saul Thompson says, I have just started knitting with Alba yarn.
Oh, Alba.
Alba and Chow, right?
Alba is, yes, and I'm going to, let me see if I can find Seaford. I want to see.
Anna Maria Milani, I have really enjoyed becoming a gritty groupie. I just got a Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl gift certificate for Christmas. So excited.
Did you? I think I knew about that. So Jody has many baby books, baby patterns. This is Sweet Knits for Babies.
That's my favorite.
That's your favorite?
Yeah, I love the little sweaters and the little hats and things like that.
So this one is just filled with, wait, let me hear, fabulous fashions.
Look at that.
Hey, Anna Maria, maybe Paul would like one of those with the ear flaps
I've
on
got a big
it.
head. Look at that. Talk about styling youth.
No, do you know what I think about when I see things like this is he had to design this. And I'm not a designer. I can follow a pattern. I can adjust a pattern, but I can't write a pattern from scratch. You know, I'll look at another pattern and go, oh yeah, I'll do this and I'll do that. And we make it this way. And so, but I need somebody to give me a baseline to work from.
Rita Johnson Cotterman, late again, but sharing. Write down that name.
Okay, hold on. Summer Breeze.
Summer Breeze. Yeah.
Summer Breeze. This book by Jody features Coastline, which is a fabulous cotton. Fabulous. It's a knits up and an Aran weight, and as a matter of fact, I have one of the Jody's fashions from Coastline from this book right here. Whoopsie. The Devon shawl. This is one. This was a really popular shawl this year by Jody, or by Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. That was designed by Jody. This is great. So that's the Devon shawl, and that's from the Summer Breeze book. But there's a book called, which I'm trying to find here, that I cannot. It's called Winter Breeze. Let me see if I have it here. There's another one. This is another of Jody's. This is the one that features Alba. This is Seaforth, and this really shows. We did a trunk show that had this piece in it last year. Just beautiful fashions in the Seaforth book. So that's another. And then there's the other one is called Winter Breeze, and that is all adult patterns knitted with Chow. And I thought I had the book in here, but apparently I don't. It's stuck aside somewhere. That one's called Winter Breeze, and those fashions we had a trunk show with those in them as well. We'll do another with Jody's. Here it is. Yay! I knew I had it somewhere. Winter Breeze. And you'll find a lot of these patterns are on our website. This was the one that had, we was talking about this yesterday, how this book has a lot of fashions for just accessories for the winter, knitted with Chow. So isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Again, just the creative mind that says, okay, let's do this, and then figure out how to do it. So those are some of Jody's books.
Rosie Wiegand Lewis says, I am new to your group and enjoy your cheerfulness from Fort Myers, Florida.
Fort Myers. I know somebody who lives in Fort Myers, my ex-husband.
Lila Foster, hi friends, and Brenda Saul Thompson, I will call you tomorrow.
Oh, good. You have our phone number? It is 203-856-6755. And I look forward to your call.
Sue Libby Cook says, what ages does it go to in baby book?
Okay, the baby book here is 0 to 3. And then Cutie Pie Knits. Let me see what Cutie Pie Knits is. I believe it's 0 to 3 as well. Cutie Pie Knits is using Jody's My Little Sunshine yarn, which is a cotton. The Chow is a superwash merino. And these, I think, are 0 to 3 as well. Let me look in the back. Yeah, 0 to 3. So,
Rita Johnson Cotterman, write that name down.
oh, excuse me.
See, Rita, I don't forget. I make sure the names go in there. I'm not only the producer, but I'm also the auditor.
Yes, he was auditing me earlier.
All right. Rita Johnson Cotterman says, what can I make with 2 skeins of coastline?
Hold on. 2 skeins of coastline. Let me look here. I have to look at my yardage. I don't think you're going to find anything in that book with just 2 skeins because there aren't any like summer cows. But you can do wait a minute before I
Oh, I like this one. Helen Solenberger, what talent he has. She must be talking about the camera guy.
So you have 436 yards. 436 yards of Aran. Well, you can get a little scarf out of that. You can do a bandana, a cowl. So here's, what are you laughing at, Mr. Paul?
No, my comment to Helen comes. I know she was talking about Jody Long and not me.
Oh, I thought. Oh.
Sue Libby Cook says, thank you. And Rita Johnson Cotterman says, LOL, thank you, Paul. You're always on top of things. I'd be running in circles.
He has me running in circles. Me. So, I was going to ask you. Oh, regarding the coastline, what I would do is, I get a lot of my inspiration comes from Ravelry. I just go on there and I put in the yardage that I have.
How many yards was that?
436 yards. So I go to Ravelry and I put in Aran weight or worsted Aran weight 436 yards and just see what comes up. And then you can narrow it down and it's probably going to be, your cowls, scarves. And you can even, if you wanted, you could put in cotton as one of your filters as well. That'll give you some things that will hold up really nicely when knitted in with cotton yarn.
Now, Gina Bates says, can't you put yardage in Ravelry and get some ideas?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I would do.
I like this Helen Solenberger lady. Paul, you are, of course, so, in all caps, talented! Exclamation point. Rita Johnson Cotterman, okay, great idea. I'll check that out. Okay, is it that time? And if it is that time, what time is it?
I think it's a lot later than it should have been.
Well, sometimes we get carried away.
Well, you know what, though? Thank you. I wanted this show to be all about you all. And, I know that there's not a whole lot of mystery here when you look at us, but when you watch us.
She said you all, but for our friends down south, we'll say y'all.
And for our friends.
Jackie Vandenberg, Paulette, you have such good taste in what you sell and the projects you show. And in husbands. Oh, no, she didn't put that piece in. How do you decide what to carry?
Oh, that's, ask Paul, because if it was up to me, we'd have a bigger house because I would want to have every yarn there is available out here. It's really hard it's very hard to choose. But I watch the trends. I ask people like Jody for some guidance. I have two really good yarn salespeople who I work with, who are constantly watching trends and giving us ideas. But I spend a lot of time looking for projects, because I'll bring in a yarn like Chi Chi, for example, and I'm holding off right now because it's a cotton and linen blend, so I don't have to rush into it. But it's important to me to look at what I have and say, okay, how can I help our community to find some really nice things to work with? And so that's how I find the different projects. I do a lot of research on Ravelry, and then I ask you all, if there's something you'd like to knit, tell me what it is.
Oh, almost dropping names. Hold on.
Almost name dropping? I'm almost name dropping. Hey, I made a Paul funny.
Jennifer Francis says, darn it, I had to jump off for a call. Jennifer, well, that's what voicemail's all about.
We're still here. Okay, Paul.
We went, wait. Oh.
Wait a minute, though. Look,
Make sure they all go back.
Together.
Make sure they all go back.
Two together.
There's none on the floor there, right? We want to make sure all the names are in the bucket.
Okay, so maybe you can pull from the top instead of from the bottom. Because he's always like this. Like, oh, way the hell down.
Round and round she goes. Where he stops, nobody knows, not even him.
But make sure you take only one. I'm watching.
Okay, I've got one.
Okay.
And the winner is...
You're not going to believe it.
No way.
Leslie Flaherty.
Leslie Flaherty. Congratulations.
Boy, Leslie.
But isn't that Leslie Worth Flaherty?
No, that's Rochelle Worth Price.
Rochelle Worth Price.
No, Rochelle didn't win too. It's Leslie.
Hold on. Hold that steady. Oh, Lila Foster says, nice sweater, Paul. How did she see my sweater? Oh, the sleeve. Because real men wear pink.
All right. Well, Leslie, you did it again.
Whoa.
If I keep sending you yarn, maybe like at this rate, maybe I should keep track of what I send you. So before you know it, you'll have a sweater.
Leslie Welsh Flaherty. Yay. Helen Solenberger. Congratulations, Lesky. Diane Gonda. Congratulations. And Rita Johnson Cutterman. Knitting fever has caught us. Literally.
You all. Yes, knitting fever has caught all of you. All right. Well, we are going to, unless you have more questions, we're going to sign off for tonight. It's been fun. We'll answer all your questions if you keep them coming. Any week we are. I'm so glad we did this tonight. It's been great getting to know you all better and to giving you a little insight into us as well. So you all, what?
Rosie Wiegand Lewis says it's been fun. Thanks. And Anna Munford, yay, Leslie.
Well, you have a fantastic week. Remember, we're here if you need us. KnittyGrittyYarnGirl.com. We'll see you soon.